But here's why I think it's going to happen with the Jets. This is my theory on this, the Jets. Okay, so let's start with Robert Saleh. Robert Saleh spent yesterday saying there's no issue with cadence. The cadence thing is no big deal. So Robert Saleh now made a mistake at the podium twice in the offseason, once in June, once in the preseason, and now where he's becoming a football arsonist. He starts a fire. We see smoke. We see the matchbox, and all of a sudden we're wondering to ourselves is, well, who started this thing? Okay, so the bottom line with the Jets is Robert Saleh's got to figure out, how to get the pressure off him in New York. Okay, so remember what he said in the preseason. He said Aaron Rodgers had an unexcused absence. He said those words. Well, what do you expect the New York media to do? How do you expect them to react to it? And then he said in the preseason, Aaron will not play in the preseason. Aaron came out same day and said, that's news to me. What do you expect the New York media to do with it? And then this Sunday, he starts talking about cadence. And then people went and asked Aaron Rodgers about it. June, August, now. Robert Saleh is learning on the job. And he keeps making these mistakes with an impulsive owner, the New York media, and Aaron Rodgers, who's prickly to begin with. He is learning on the job. If he was in Jacksonville, if he was in Carolina, if he would have inherited a low-maintenance quarterback like, say, Kirk Cousins, this would be much easier. By the way, it's okay to learn on the job. A lot of these coordinators, Zach Taylor before Joe Burrow, learning on the job. Even Sean McVay, great first year, learning on the job. We're all learning on the job when you get a new gig. I'm not denying that. But my feeling is Davante Adams is down to the Saints and the Jets. And the Jets have to make a push. And Robert Saleh has to make a push for Davante Adams. And here's why. The pressure is now on Saleh. And I think they could get embarrassed in London. But if you sign Davante Adams, where does the attention of the fans, the owner, and the media go? The pressure all goes to Aaron Rodgers. Because then Aaron Rodgers, you're going to say, Aaron, you got Mike Williams, Alan Lazard, your buddy Nat Hackett, a star running back, Davante Adams, Garrett Wilson. Aaron, come on. That is elite. Saleh has got to get the pressure off him. And by the way, Aaron's going to pound the table for Davante Adams to Woody Johnson. Saleh's got to pound the table for Woody Johnson. So here's Robert Saleh, who has started 3 fires. He just doesn't get he's a nice guy. He's a personable guy. I think he's a smart guy. But there's the unexcused absence. Aaron's not playing in the preseason, mentioning cadence, and they've all started these little fires. We in the media see the smoke. You're holding the matches, and you're wondering why we're asking about it. He's got to get the pressure off him. And I'm told the Saints, it's not Dallas. Buffalo, KC are interested. It's the Saints, and it's the Jets. Now, the Saints have the advantage of, hey, weaker division. We have got an offensive coordinator, Kubiak, Clint Kubiak. This guy is brilliant. Derek Carr. But Aaron's the better quarterback. So I think you have to pound the table if you're the Jets for this. You have got to make it happen because it takes the pressure and it puts it on where the pressure should be. If you're going to be the savior, Aaron Rodgers, then the pressure should be on Aaron Rodgers. But right now it's not. It's not on him. It's not really. It's like, well, he's got Garrett Wilson. He's got one guy. You would give him a second star receiver, a star back. Tyron Smith, left tackle. Alan Lazard, Nat Hackett. Aaron brought those in. Mike Williams. Suddenly you'd have now an elite group of skill people. So when you get the coach, Saleh, and the star quarterback both banging the table to an impulsive owner, I think it's going to happen. And I think it's the Saints and the Jets are what we're hearing. Okay, so when we drive into the Fox lot here in Los Angeles, a lot of traffic goes by the Fox lot. It's in a very nice place in Los Angeles. There's a billboard of Fox Sports, and it's got 3 baseball players on it. It's got Bryce Harper, Aaron Judge, and Shohei Ohtani. And there's a lot of great baseball players out there right now. I'm watching the Padres last night and the Braves. There's a lot of great baseball players. Jackson Chourio, the kid from Milwaukee, 2 homers last night, 20-year-old Venezuelan. The kid's unbelievable, outfielder. I think brother also plays in the big leagues. The kid's unbelievable. He hits for power. He can run. He hits for average. 2 homers last night. The kid's unbelievable. He's 20. He is not selling tickets or moving TV ratings. He's a local baseball star, and that's 99% of the great baseball players in baseball. There's 3 guys that are going to move a TV rating. Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani, and Bryce Harper. And what's remarkable is this is the first time in 7 years Ohtani's made the playoffs. And this is a huge problem with Major League Baseball. Can you imagine waiting 7 years for Patrick Mahomes to make the playoffs? Or 7 years for LeBron James to make the playoffs? But in baseball, some of the greatest players, Mike Trout, end up on bad teams and are virtually invisible. They may get a Subway commercial. That's it. You never see them in the postseason. So it's always been a problem in baseball, is that your best players can end up on bad teams. And Shohei Ohtani ends up on a wonky organization. So this is a huge moment. Your Babe Ruth is making his first playoff appearance. I mean, even Aaron Judge with the cash-heavy Yankees, never been to a World Series. Bryce Harper has, and it's why he's one of the stars. 16 years old, Sports Illustrated put him on the cover, the chosen one. So baseball has an incredible opportunity here. 3 stars, and I would say today, I'm not sure if the Dodgers can get past the Padres. I am not sure. But Dodgers, Yankees, and Phillies feel like the favorites. And baseball's losing some social currency here. We've got to be honest about this. Shows like mine and others, baseball's become an incredibly local sport. They have 3 national players, and they're all potentially. You know what this feels like to me? This feels like Hollywood before Barbie and Oppenheimer. And literally people went back to the theater. It's like the Avengers, except those guys were all on the same team. These guys are on 3 different teams. Let's not get into fact-checking like the debate. But the point is, this is an unbelievable opportunity. And the Babe Ruth of this sport is finally going to be in the postseason. And I'll tell you, baseball is a long regular season. And I'm not going to pay a lot of attention to it. And I'm not really into the wild card series, although this is the best San Diego Padre team ever. Padres-Dodgers is going to be incredible. If the Mets, I'm not supposed to root, right? Mets-Phillies, incredible. There is an opportunity here. We're going to have 2 weeks of the best National League Baseball ratings, attention, and just baseball we have had for years. Nothing against Brewers-Phillies. Nothing against Brewers-Mets. Brewers are good. It doesn't captivate the nation. That Dodgers-San Diego thing, their recent history, Mets, Phillies, and Ohtani's finally in the playoffs, potentially huge. Hi, everybody. It's me, Uncle Colin. Subscribe here to get the latest from the herd, including exclusive behind-the-scenes videos and more, wherever you may be, however you may be watching. Thanks again for making us part of your day.